Thank you. It's an honor for me to be here. And, you know, sometimes as I look, and I've been watching in the paper and other things, I kind of feel like that deer with that big target painted on the course I call them during the deer hunting season. You know, I've been a resident of St. George from the day I was born. I was born in the old hospital up there on First East. And, you know, and then later become an insane asylum, I think, and then become an old folks home, and then they finally tore it down, and now it's Grand Gardener's office building. And St. George has changed and done a lot of things. You know, last time I might have said that this was my last time in office, that I wasn't going to run again. But times have changed. Things have changed for me. I still have the desire to be involved. I want to be involved. I want to make a difference. I still have the passion, enthusiasm, excitement to continue to serve. You know, St. George has come a long way. You know, many of you, and as you sell your homes, and that you sell them to the people that come here, because planning, St. George has planned for many years. I was telling the Sun River residents last night, long before they came, there were plans in place, whether it was water, and water was critical, whether it was roads and streets, whether it was parks, whether it was trailways and other things. Those things have been in place to entice and encourage people to come here. What's the result? You know, since I've been mayor, and I've been mayor quite some time, I try to be positive, enthusiastic, moving forward in a positive way. I want to continue to do that. And what has St. George growth been? St. George, 65% or more of the growth since the beginning of St. George in 1862, when it was chartered, has happened during the time I've been mayor. Now, have we done some things wrong? Yeah. We do some things wrong in the future? Probably. Do we make mistakes? Yes. Am I perfect? Heavens, no. None of the rest of us are. And we want to move forward in a positive way, planning for the future. We happen to do it in the city of St. George through the budgeting process. Each department takes plans and makes it towards that, whether it's streets, water, power, sewer. And St. George has all of those departments, every one of them. It's not like the federal government or like other cities. Some of them might not have a sewer. Some of them might not have power or water that's provided by private developers or others. In the city of St. George, we have all of those. And I'm one that supports private enterprise. I think if government should be doing what private enterprise can. Sometimes private enterprise does not step forward. And I think in the future, we can still do other things, such as maybe we want to do a miniature golf course. We don't really have a good one here in town, but maybe in one of our parks or somewhere, we could actually build one and then, of course, hire a person or a company that can make money. We take a little section from that, but it also gives it back to the public. I think that that's some of the things we can do. I've been the voice of St. George through some very tough times, also some very good times. One of the most rewarding times was the flooding of 2005. And I'm very much on history and heritage, and I want to continue that. I've got some great plans in this next election cycle for the next 4 years to bring a lot of that to fruition, to connect the trails together, all of them, because we tried to set the pace for the rest of the county in that respect, in the Three Rivers Trail System that's supposed to go from Gunlock to Zion in a trail system. Now, I've also been a cheerleader for economic growth, working together with the county and all the other communities. You know, what happens in Hurricane, if it's good for Hurricane, it's good for St. George. If it's bad for Hurricane, it's bad for St. George. If it's good for Ivans, it's good for St. George. The Veterans Center over there was one that I helped push a lot. And there was other communities that wanted that also. Tokerville stepped forward, the city of St. George stepped forward, and Hurricane stepped forward. But we wanted it to stay here to take care of our veterans, where 65% or more of the veterans in this area live here and call it home. I have also had the time and energy to continue to press forward, making Dixie the place to be. You know, I believe my track record of bringing people together and helping people get things done speaks for itself. We're constantly rated in the top of 10 places to move in. And you see that. I ask people on the street, why did you move here? Oh, you got clean streets. Was that done because we weren't planning? No, because we do plan. You've got, you know, your water. You're looking at water, looking forward. You're planning for that. Yes, we are. We're doing that. I became involved many years ago to make a difference. I wanted to make sure that my kids had some of the same opportunities I had. They might not have a horse in their backyard unless they live in a place that can happen. But they did have places to hike and run and bike and recreate and families to work together. This once was a small tourist town. Now it's become the center of commercial activity. And I want to continue to make that. We bring thank you very much, and I hope you would encourage people to get out and vote and consider myself for another term.
Thank you. We'll move to Mr. Pike. And the walk gets longer beforehand.
It's great to be with you. Appreciate you extending this offer to have us here today. Board realtors and maybe some home builders and others that are members or associate members. My name is Jon Pike. I've lived here in St. George with my wife, Christy, and our 5 children for 18 years. We picked up a couple strays along the way as well. We've got a young man living with us now from Colorado City, and love having him with us. We also picked up a foreign exchange student for 1 year that turned into 3 from Norway, and we consider him part of our family too, but he's on loan to his parents in Norway. We love being here. It's a fantastic place to be. I've had the opportunity to work for Intermountain Healthcare for 23 years, where I've fulfilled a number of different roles, one being over marketing and planning. So that's who I am first and foremost. I'm a marketer and a planner. I had the great opportunity to be the planner and the project manager for the new Dixie Regional Medical Center, which next month will celebrate its 10-year anniversary, if you can believe that. Those of you who have been here. November 24th, 2003, it was opened. A great opportunity for all of us, I think, because, you know, the airport, the hospital, and our education system are 3 huge components in addition to this beautiful landscape, science, and the different parks that we really find, I'm sure you find, attract people to this area. Well, what are the things I am really focusing on? I'll get right to that. I've had the chance to be on the City Council for 6 years. One of the things I've noticed is that really the mayor sets the tone and sets the agenda. And I think the mayor's done a great job. But I also think it's time for some new things. I'd like to focus heavily on listening. We need to listen better in every way possible. It will help engage all of our community members. And we need that. Apathy is one of the things that can destroy us the easiest. So, listening, how so? 632-6892. You can write that down if you want, or it's on my cards out there. I want anyone to feel like they can call me or text me or email me anytime. And my phone is almost always with me, except in the obvious times. But it's on my nightstand. My wife wishes it weren't, but anyway. I want to be accessible as your mayor. But beyond that, I'd like to make it at the City Council level, when at least once a month, maybe more often, at the beginning of our meetings, I'd like to start with a 15-minute open forum where any citizen can come and talk about anything. I think that would be refreshing. I love to hear it. There are good ideas. There are good issues that come up that way. Right now, we only get to do it once a quarter, and I'd like to do it once a month. And if I have the support of the City Council, we will. We'll do it more often if we need to. I think that's a good part of listening, making ourselves available in our meetings where they can come and address all of us at the same time. Third part of listening, I believe in advisory boards. These can be unpaid positions where we can tap into the expertise and the interest and the passion sometimes of people in our communities. Pick your area. An airport board, I think, needs to be reconstituted. Water and energy board, reconstituted. Maybe you've heard of the animal shelter. I think that'd be a good thing to have a permanent board on. People that have some passion and knowledge and expertise who can advise us. They don't necessarily make the decisions, but they can advise us and help us prioritize as a mayor and council. Veterans Affairs, love to have that. Human relations, homelessness, things that we do some of now, but we could do a lot more of if we engaged more people. That's listening. Second point, planning. We don't plan enough in the city of St. George. And I'm glad that the mayor's tweaked his remarks a little bit over the last week or two, because I believe we need to do a lot better job. I am a planner. I know what planning is all about. Even Washington City, our neighbor, mayor here, Washington City strategic plan. We don't have one in St. George. We don't have a mission statement, a vision statement. We don't have values that you can measure us by and know how we're going to treat you. I'd like to have that, and a 5-year strategic plan that puts it all together. And then you know what we're going to do, and you can measure us by that. And finally, business and education. They go together. We need to support this new university we have, our Dixie Applied Technology College, and even K through 12. All these things together will help bring in more high-paying jobs, and the rising tide will lift all boats. Thank you very much.